Greetings, my beloved Masters of the Light. Archangel Michael here. It is the first full moon of a new decade, and this full moon will force our beloved Lightworkers to further step into their true power and their true authentic self. The process of shedding away everything that is not in complete alignment with your soul's true calling will continue, as this is needed for all of you in order to become the most powerful and beautiful version of yourself, as it has been created within your divine blueprint. It is wonderful and laudable that many of you have been working hard and with enormous courage on the self. Thus, the release process will not be as painful and harsh as it has been before over the last years when you started to do this work within the self. Many of you have worked in depth on their shadows and are now ready to erase the last parts of this shadow self and mask that are still covering the true self. You will find that in many cases, the shadow parts of yourself, old feelings of shame, guilt, pain, and unworthiness, which have already been healed but not totally released, will be triggered by others in your surroundings. The challenge for you, my beloved Masters of the Light, is to stay in observation of the self and ask what is triggered within you and what is shown to you by these outside mirrors. It is common for you to project these shadow feelings in the outside world. However, as advanced Masters of the Self, it is mandatory to acknowledge that you are the creator of your own reality and that all you are experiencing in the outside world is originated within the self, showing parts of yourself that will still need complete healing. This profound healing is part of the ascension process, and it will be speeded up over the next month and the coming years, not only in those Masters of the Light that have already cleared much of their issues, but in most humans. This will demand true authenticity from all of you, as you will be constantly tested if you are able to grow and stay in your true authentic self. As most of you live busy lives with many connections around you, you will observe that the people connected with you will be forced as well into their healing and growing, and in most cases, such a healing will be perceived as uncomfortable. Many of you who have already been doing so much of the work will shine their light on the unhealed wounds of their beloved ones, as this is a collective process. While many of you had their personal mirrors in form of narrow soulmates or twin flames, you will observe a profound shift as healing of a high number of humans is the topic of the years to come. Many of our beloved Lightworkers will live their twin flame relationships and soulmate partnerships. However, most of you have been in the erroneous thought form. The major part of your work is done when the coming together and union is initiated by the higher selves of the involved partners. This is true and false, as you will be tested if you have integrated most of your shadow aspects in the self, and if both of you are able to stay in the high vibration of unconditional love for the self and all that is. As you come together as a couple, you will remark that any unhealed aspects of the two of you will be mirrored in the outside world through others you are interacting with. In many cases, such a mirror is given through family members and close friends, as it is mandatory to stay firm in such a vibration of unconditional love through a longer period of time in order to vibrate constantly on this frequency of unconditional love. Such the obstacles all of you have experienced through the preparation phase for the final coming together are very important steps in the process of complete healing and stepping into divine love and power. All of you are mighty creators to create the life of your dreams in alignment. All of you are mighty creators. However, to create the life of your dreams in alignment with higher plan and higher will, it is mandatory to clear all aspects of the self from hidden shadows, as any remaining shadows will be projected on the outside and create new obstacles and disturbance within light speed. As with increasing frequency, the ability to manifest whatever you focus on will increase greatly. After coming into physical union, the twin flame and soulmates will experience another phase of purging together until they are able to stay within the highest possible frequency of love and light on a constant basis. If this master lesson has been accomplished by the two, the unconditional love of them will heal all persons connected with them, and this is part of the healing of Mother Earth. The ascension process of the Mother greatly depends on the ability of humanity to heal themselves and integrate and heal collective shadow aspects, as such shadow aspects like greed, abuse of power, lack of love, create great turbulences and damage everywhere. The healing of Mother Earth is directly connected with the healing of every human. United twin flame and soulmate couples function as lighthouses within this global healing, as their light allows others to increase their light as well and surrender to complete healing. However, this is only possible if these couples are able to stay with great stability in the frequency of unconditional love and divine light, and do not judge themselves or others. It demands true mastery of the self, as all triggers from outside must be identified as wounds within the self. If this lesson is learned, the united couples will bring grace and love to Mother Earth and will further travel together on their mutual soul path.